Welcome everybody to the channel. Today we're going to be playing a game called The Sovereign. This is a game that's been on Steam since October of 2025. It has 0 ongoing reviews on Steam, so we are going to give it its first Steam review today. Alright everybody, well let's get started here. We're going to give some little critiques here and there, some positives, some things that could be improved. More or less this whole thing is just to be overall positive. Alright, let's start off here. So, title menu and everything looks pretty clean. Buttons do make sound, but if you move them pretty fast here, it doesn't make any sound. Those need to make pretty fast clicks if the sound's going to be playing. Future note, I did play this a couple times already. The sound. This is how far I have to have the sound in order for my microphone to work. So the sound is really high up. One other thing, this right here does not work. The sound effects button, this is absolutely pointless. And I'm not entirely sure what this green line is here. I don't understand why it goes opposite of where it should. Anyway, I don't know what the CRT filter is, so I'm not gonna mess with that. But let's get going here. Let's hit the play button. Long ago, this land knew peace under a great sovereign. For decades, he ruled with wisdom, bringing prosperity to all corners of the realm. But time brings change, and change brought him loss. This would be a good spot to have like little background images of like the certain things that are happening. Instead of just showing text, you could show like a background image. Kind of give it a little bit more story depth, just to give the player a little visual something to look at while they're reading here. Friends fell, allies turned away, the weight of years pressed. He grew twisted, seeking wars where none were needed. Death and massacre followed in his wake, and each battle carved away another piece of his soul. Yeah, see, this would be perfect for background images. You know, you have a little battle here and there. Like, I mean, this whole thing would be great for little background images to go along with this. In desperation, he struck a bargain with something ancient and hungry. The entity promised him life eternal, dominion over the land forever. When his mortal body finally crumbled, his soul shattered like glass. It's getting a little long here. Each fragment became a shard, and each shard claimed a piece of the continent. Now these broken pieces of his conscience rule as twisted lords over their domain. The land suffers under their divided rule, and darkness spreads with each passing day. Someone must rise to face these shards and bring an end to their reign. A little long on the intro, but not bad. So the first playthrough, that was pretty loud. So the first playthrough, there was also a big demo UI prompt. It said, this is the game, these are the instructions, yada yada. It was like 3 paragraphs or so. But it shows up saying that it is the demo. This is not the demo version, this is in a paid for version here. So that's another thing that just obviously didn't get scrubbed out or didn't get cleaned up in the UI section before release. Anyway, here, let's go. So I've been normally using this soldier guy here. I haven't really tried out this one here. Every time I've played with him so far, it's been pretty... what can I say? Unrelenting. Let's keep trying though. Maybe sometimes it'll pan out. Maybe. On the first playthrough, this did not work as well. I'm gonna click it as well just to show you here. It does not work. 25 HP on the health potion. Restores 10 health. So the UI is kind of a little messed up here. It's obviously got some inconsistencies here. I am not entirely sure what I'm getting stuck on here. So it looks like some misplaced colliders, or just quickly placed colliders maybe. The chest sits beneath loose rocks held by a fraying rope. Stay away. I mean, of course we're gonna go towards it. Oh, that figures. Oh well. Thunderbolt. Oh, okay, here we go. Navigate. Or mass wheel. What? Oh, so you can use the mouse wheel. Oh, that must be for the enemies. Okay. Open inventory, close back. Okay. So I mean, overall, looks very retro style. Probably an asset pack, I would imagine. All the trees are the exact same, rocks are all the same, etc. Pots, plants. It's just widely placed, so it could be an asset pack, it could be wrong. Maybe up here? No. Yeah, so definitely an issue with the colliders here. Nice little bob to show the enemies are attacking. The sound's starting pretty loud on scene change and then going down to volume. That's a big issue as well. That needs to stay at the same volume that the player has put it at in the beginning. Also, I only lost HP from that chest, but I'm starting out with half of my mana. Okay. Where's the hover sounds? We need hover sounds here. I need some hover sounds here. Maybe a little bit of moving background in the skies here. Make them move just very slightly, like a very tiny little bit of movement. Same with the water here. Get a little bit of like wave movement going on. A flat line for the grass here. Can make like a little bit of changes here too. Yeah, you got like an edge here, but this is absolutely flat. Make it just like slightly curved up here, maybe a little up here, maybe down. Just some subtle changes. Trees. I'm not sure why they have a green base here. Overall, looks pretty good though, the mountains and everything, but a couple little touch-ups here and there. Oh, we got Thunderbolt here. Never used Thunderbolt before. Let's see what this guy got. The mouse wheel does not work to change from the enemies either. Okay. What in the world is that? What did I do? What is this? What in the world just happened? Okay, so the combat needs to be explained a little bit. I have no idea what that did. And I have no idea what this big old square here is for. Also on the attack has a quick reaction here. What? Did the Thunderbolt break the game? So the Thunderbolt broke the game. Okay, that's a big issue. So I can't attack, I can't do anything. Okay, that's a big issue. Escape button doesn't work in combat. That's also another issue, because now I have to literally exit the game manually in order to get out of here. overall, it looks like there's a lot of things that are missing here that need to be added. Definitely an unpolished game, or maybe it was a game jam game that got done in a hurry and never finished. Okay, so we are now starting again here. It'd be nice to see where we're starting. I don't know if we're starting in that one. Ah, geez, that intro sound is so loud. That needs to stay at the volume you put it at right in the beginning. This did not work. None of the battles. The enemies had 1 HP, none of them. The gold, I have no idea what the gold is used for. I have never used the gold this whole entire game. Can I sneak down here? No. So it looks like you're locked into battling the enemies. There's no way to sneak around them, so if you're ever needing to get around because you don't have health potions or whatever, you're completely screwed. Your player also starts out with different HP and mana every single time. I don't know if that's part of the game or what. It seems to be like a random roll pretty close to around the wherever you have your HP normally set at, I guess. So we know not to use Thunderbolt. So there's the quick hit action I was talking about. That is not explained in the game. So you have to figure out yourself that you have to push the spacebar in order to hit in that zone. And the other one is when the enemies attack here. These guys, when they attack, there's a big old icon up here, which took me a couple playthroughs to figure out that you actually have to use the arrow keys in order to block and move in that direction, which should be also integrated to use the WASD keys, because if I remember correctly, it says to move is using the WASD keys in that demo UI intro setup thing, and it says nothing about using the arrow keys to move. But you're already using the mouse a lot of the times. It just seems like it's set up for both things, but you should be having, if you need to use the spacebar to click with the mouse as well, then the quick action should also be a click from the mouse as well. And then these, if these are arrow keys, if you're not using the arrow keys, then you should be able to use the WASD keys. Like right now, I should be able to use the WASD keys to go up and down in the inventory, or in this option selector, and I can't. Same with click. I should be able to click this enemy here and move over here and click this one if I wanted to attack this one, or have like a little this UI icon on top here to move over whenever I move to another enemy, so I can see which enemy the mouse is hovered to select. Yeah, I missed that one. I missed that one too. Overall, the battle feels pretty nice though. Once you get used to it anyway. At first it was very difficult to figure this all out, but as soon as I got it figured out, the battle isn't terrible in itself. The quality of life though, the amount of health that the enemies have, or the damage that you deal, or the amount of health potions that you get throughout the game, there's a lot of that feels mismatched and doesn't seem to work properly. Let's see, like 25 HP, but we only get 10 here. We're definitely gonna get more attack power, that's for sure. That's the only way to get by in this one. And they have to drop health potions as well. Let's try to take out this guy first. Oh, that was totally the wrong direction. So the other thing too is, like, I'm using an axe to attack with now, but I have a sword still. It'd be nice if the weapon changed when I changed the weapon as well. Wow. This is pretty nice. This inventory, not the inventory, but this UI right here. Like you got color changes for all these numbers here, but why do you have all white text? This would look pretty nice if like the text matched the color, so that way when you look across, you can see color, 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 and you can identify which is which by the color, instead of having to be like, okay, well I want this one right here, so it's this one. Then you have to follow it over instead of doing the color match. You already have the colors here. Just add the colors here onto these as well. It looks so much better that way. So it looks like we got some health potions. One issue with the UI as well. If I click in, if I move the mouse anywhere outside of that health potion without going up and around, that use button's gone. Even over here, all of these buttons. So if you have a full inventory and you have your health potion right here, you're never going to be able to use it because it's going to be way up here. You got to delete all of your other items until you get it to the sides. So there's something wrong with like the hover select or something in there. Oh yeah, I need to use those. 20 health. Alright, let's keep going here. Seems like a very simple game though. Doesn't seem too bad. A lot more polished, maybe a little bit more guidance, and a little bit of like quality life fixing and stuff like that. This could be a pretty good game, I think. Alright, well I missed that one there. You know what, it actually said that I got 2 health potions on that last one, but it seemed like I only got 1. I don't know if they like went together or whatnot, but I definitely got 2 health potions on that last round, but I only got 1 in my inventory. On another note, I also noticed that whenever you get the magic sword, it never actually goes in your inventory. That was through one of my other playthroughs, though. So there's no enemy here. It doesn't show anything until you actually get into battle here, which is there should be some kind of visual identity on the map that shows the player as well. I mean, there's no reason to hide that. But now you see, now I don't have any more health potions. I've gone through all the enemies on the map to get to here, and given I had to go through 6 levels before my guy was even up to level 1 here. So there's not enough experience for when your player ends up dying. I'm never gonna be able to beat all of these guys with 9 HP. That's never gonna happen, especially when they have 44. I mean, it's never gonna happen. So like, you can never really get past the first level unless you play through it like 100 or however many times in order to get to an extremely high level to where you basically one hit these guys right here as well. I mean, this guy right here, let's say I get 10 damage on average. That's still 5 attacks that I have to go through, not including the 1, 2, so there's 3, there's 8 attacks I already have to go through. 1 attack, I get hit twice, maybe. I mean, like I'm basically screwed every time. There's no way you can beat the first level. It's impossible unless you play through it a bunch of different times. Yeah, 12 damage. Yeah. Yeah, so there's no way that that's ever going to happen. Also, you can't skip this end one, but you can skip the others. You see, after all of that, I only get 9 experience points. And that's with defeating all of the enemies throughout the level that I can. So, you figure the first one I think was 25 experience points. So, I mean, I'm already through almost 60 experience points. And I haven't even got to level 2. I've gone through the first level 6 times. I still can't beat it. Even when I go to level 2, there's a good chance that I'm still not going to be able to beat it unless I get extremely lucky and get a bunch of health potions. I'm not trying to rip on this game. I'm just trying to provide context for the devs so that they know what the player is experiencing when they're playing their game. Alright, let's just play through one more time here. Overall, though, the art style looks pretty good, and like the backgrounds and whatnot, like all look pretty good. And what's the gold for? Like, there's no way to use the gold. That doesn't even work. Like, these are completely pointless here. I mean, yeah, I think you get the gold. I never actually looked or anything, but... Oh, what's this? A shop? Defense. Is that -0? So it said there's 2, but there's only 1. Okay. I don't know what the daggers is for. So the shop is random, so you basically have to get the shop to get extra health potions. And I go down here. Wrong direction. I don't know why the enemies need extra defense HP. I mean, what's that? Why are you giving them an extra 8? They're already hardened as it is. Let me see if I can show you this here too. So on the end of this, when this goes through, you can hear, yep, see those are still active after the battle's over. We're just gonna go with attack. Oh, what's this? We got a little... Let's give him a little burial. 1 tier 2 item. Okay, there's no hover button, no quick sound on the continue there. There's no like, da-da! Like you did something right or did something bad or anything like that. 6 health. Get some gloves on. Take that. Oh, now why did I do that? Okay, that's silly of me. See, like, what am I running into here? Treasure, daggers. What the hell is daggers? There's no daggers. Nice, another item that I don't get. So if a player picks up an item, he needs to get it into his inventory. Otherwise, there's no point in even putting those in. Alright, well, let's see if we can get this one going here. See, now this is a pretty lucky level here, because not only do I get the fountain for APB, but I also got the shop for APB. This might be the only actual time that I might beat the end thing here. You basically have to wait until you get the best seed in order to even beat the first level. And then I'm assuming that the second level, if you get to it, if you die from there, that you also have to start back from the first level again, and then hope that you get another good chance. Ooh, another 2 damage. Yeah, we're just gonna go for it. Okay. It's the potion there. Here. There's a couple more here. Alright. Yeah, I mean, overall the combat feels good. The sounds for the combat feels good. There's an actual, like, click to select button. Like that. Those have hover sounds. Why don't these have hover sounds? You know, I don't know if those level upgrades do anything. Because I'm pretty sure that I put the upgrade for it on the attack twice. Going left. That's right. Got some more. Seems like there's a lot of them on this level here. This guy. Dang, wrong button. Attack didn't really say very much. He's still doing 5 damage. Alright, so let's go use the fountain here. We got another health potion. Nice. This one I know doesn't work also. I don't know if these ones else work either. I don't know if any of them work, to be honest. Fountain before we go anywhere. Fight more. Need this. Okay. So the best bet right now would be to try to find. Yeah, that's the good one. Click sound, no hover sound, nothing. Wow. That's crazy. Alright, so let's check up here now. A lot of treasure chests in this one. And they've all got poop in them. one I found is that first weapon I picked up. Okay, so yeah, this is what I want. We need to fight the boss here because we have full health. We've got as many potions as we're ever gonna get. So right now is the best time. Small potion 2. Oh, maybe it's like the second small potion. And so it does 20 then. No. Attack. I might actually beat him this time around. It's only thanks to the WC though. Small potion 2. So it's not 2 small potions, or 2 mana potions, not health potions. It's the better potion. That can be confusing. Freeze block. I've never actually gotten to the second level before. First Judgment of the Watcher. Oh man, I can barely read this. The ethereal form materializes before you, its eyes gleaming with ancient wisdom. So another soul wanders into my domain. I am the Watcher, guardian of honor and virtue. Your first steps have been observed, mortal. What principles guide your actions when facing danger? So just go straight into text, okay? What principles guide you? For glory! The shard remains neutral. The Watcher observes in silence. Okay, I guess I won't read that. Cool. A good night's sleep by the fire restores your strength. 50 gold to improve a random equipped item by 10%. Your bonfire allows you to strengthen your gear. Okay. Well, we obviously want that one. Why can't you click it with the mouse here? The mouse should be doing the same thing. Oh, and I can even pick too, huh? So I can't pick the weapon I have equipped though, right? Yeah. Okay, I guess we'll go with that one. What did it do though? Ooh, 1 more HP. Why am I zoom in? I feel like I'm so far zoomed in now. There's a different zoom on the second level. This guy feels way bigger now. So does this. This whole thing feels way bigger. Yeah, no, it's totally bigger. Why do you have 2 different zoom levels on this? Different levels here. That's silly. We got a shop here. Some poop items. Magic blade doesn't work either. Okay, so I've got a bunch of health potions. 10 HP, but you gotta go all the way around in order to do anything. You can't go like this. You gotta go all the way up and around. So I mean, overall, it's not a terrible game. We'll just keep playing until we die, I guess. Because I'm sure it won't take too long here on the second level. Ooh, it looks like they're stronger. Okay, so he taunted me, so I have to attack him. Block only does one HP. Let's take the small. Oh, wrong one. Okay. I have a hard time differentiating between the mana and the health potions. We already got some gloves. They already do 6. So we got more useless items. A level 3 glob now. To use anything else besides attack. I mean, the enrage button does more damage, but there's no point. Oh no! It's stuck. Recycle. Recycle. Equipped. That was a lot harder than it needed to be. Yeah, that axe animation. Nice. I mean, the combat's definitely a lot easier this time around. What's the deal here? Is level 2 easier than level 1? I swear the first couple times I played through this, I had died sometimes on the very first battle. Start a brand new game and then it instantly died. This is actually the farthest I've ever gotten here. Oh, come on, you're in the middle again. Jeez. Alright. Got the next shard, it looks like. It's an interesting looking enemy. Dang-a-lang. We need the big one. We'll go for this guy. Nice, good stuff. We need another health potion. This is our last one. Three. Nice. Come on. Another 3 damage. Why not? Alright, so that guy's gone. both of them, so I'll kill him first. It doesn't really matter. Looked like the next attack was going over before the other attack was fully finished. Yep, I already got one. Bananas. Your words ring. Ah, God damn, I can't even read that one either. That needs to stay on until the player clicks on or something. Yeah, that's... Music sounds nice. Why is this... Yeah, so this right one looks... I mean, it's got this little, like, glowing effect right here. Why does this one not have it here? Like, they should both have it, or the one that's selected should have it. That'd be a good change and indicator to show that the player's actually selecting that one. Come on, what'd you give me? 14, maybe? 15, nice. This music's pretty good. I like this music here. Sounds pretty good. Dun 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 dun. See, now look at this. You can actually walk up here. Yeah, so you get way more attention on this level. Yeah, I mean, this walking feels great, but that first level is absolutely atrocious. Another fine axe. Go ahead and get a potion or something good. Sounds like a sped up sound. Oh, looks like we're dead here. Oh yeah, look at that. That battle music. Yeah. That's some good tunes right there. I'm just gonna sit here and listen to this for a minute. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, good stuff. I like it. Ooh, he said. Oh, did he fart? What was that? Dun 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 dun. Yeah. Hey, he farted. Nice. Maybe that's not what that intended to sound like, but that's what it sounds like to me. 8 damaged, damn. Strong boy. Nice. Minor heal. Ooh, that'd probably come in handy if I ever picked that up. Plus 3 max HP. I mean, I don't think that matters when... Let's just check here. I'm not going to play it again, but I just want to check here. Yep, I still only have 18 HP. So the level upgrades don't work. Yep. Alright, well. So, there it is. Overall, a good game. Definitely needs a lot more fine-tuning and polishing and just other things kind of fixed, especially with the UI, the movement on that first level. A couple other smaller things during the combat to make it feel a little bit better, but overall it's a pretty good game, I'd say. The music constantly changing though. Like just coming back to the menu and then having to rechange that, like the options are not sticking obviously, and even when you change into a new level you get that extreme sound spike before it lowers down to where you actually have it set. So a lot of good fixes, but overall this is a really good game. This is honestly probably something I'd play if it was a little bit more polished and actually a working game. Okay, so here we have left a review for the developer. This is for the Sovereign, and this is by, I'm not going to try to butcher your name, but this is the review. If you want to pause it here and read it, that's up to you guys. Otherwise, cheers and good luck.